are like really realistic, and the emotions are really realistic, and you could really see that happening like IRL. Haven't seen Luna in a while. She kind of took the back seat in most of season 2 that I've seen so far, up to the apology episode. Like, where has she been? Really, like, she hasn't really been there. You look like a ghost. Is it because I'm so pale, or is it because of all of my grays and blues and whites? But who's everyone's hell of a boss favorite character? If you fucking say Blitz. If you fucking say Blitz. Oh my god, you woke up with a bad shoulder. I hate that. Like, I thought I was going to wake up with a bad neck because my neck was kind of sore this morning, but thank God I didn't. Whew. Why are you watching? I want to watch it, but don't know where. It's on YouTube. It's a YouTube show. Fizz is cute. I like Fizz. But I like Osmodeus. Is that the dude, the big dude that Fizz is seeing? He's the owner of Lust, isn't he? I like Osmodeus. I think Osmodeus is cool. Yeah, I like him. My favorite characters are obviously Stolas is my top number one. Absolutely love Stolas. I'm an honorary member of the Owly fan club. Woo-hoo. Next, I'd have to say Oz. I like Oz. I really like Osmodeus. I like his character. I think he's funny. Underrated character. I know. Look, I literally, I have fucking Blitz here. I fucking hate him. I just put him opposite to Stolas because I thought it would be wrong not to have him with Stolas. But I don't like him. I don't like him at all. Jesus, you deserve so much better. Don't go back to him, please. Find yourself a nice new imp, please do. I love Octavia as well. Also, Octavia is one of my favorite names. I do like him. If we get to 10k likes, I'll do an ooh. How about that? Luna, Fizz, and Millie. You like Millie? I don't really care for Luna too much. Haven't seen enough of her in a while. It's been lonely without her. My life has been restricted. Contains themes that may find uncomfortable and has been restricted. Commercial disclosure and paid marketing. That is fucking bullshit. What? Because you may be promoting a brand, product, or service. Will be removed once you turn on the content disclosure. What? I'm appealing both. That's bullshit. That is so stupid. That's so ridiculous. Like, what content? What brand was I promoting? What? Like, seriously? YouTube? No, I was just saying you can watch it on YouTube. That's the only place you can watch it. That's like saying you're promoting fucking Game of Thrones by saying you can only watch it on HBO. Oh. That's so ridiculous. Oh, I'm in a cage. Oh, I think it's been taken away. Nope, my appeals are still in progress. Such bullshit. This is why come and join us on Twitch. Because this is bullshit. And it's so unfair that I always get in trouble for doing absolutely fuck all. Anyway. What a joke. Anyway, if you're watching on TikTok or YouTube, come and join us on Twitch. Do you take a picture of yourself with different makeup every day? If you don't, you need to. I do, yeah, I do. I post a picture on Twitter before I go live, so that's kind of where I dump all my photos of my everyday looks. Why is the notification saying to stream with you? Doesn't it say come watch my stream or something? Any news on the Irish election? Fuck the Irish election. I don't want to talk about the Irish election. That was the biggest load of shite that I've seen in a long time. I don't want to hear one person in the Republic of Ireland to complain about any government spending for the next 4 years. If you voted for Fianna Fáil or Fine Gael, I don't want to hear a word come out of your mouth. If they spent €500,000 on putting a gold-plated fucking post box outside the Dáil, did you vote for them? Then shut your mouth. Don't talk to me. Don't actually talk to me. Don't even look in my general direction, because I'm just going to go absolutely through you. I don't even want to talk about it, because if I don't want to hear about any government spending. Like if just please do me a favor. If you voted for Sinn Féin and you're living in Ireland right now and you're upset with how the election went, just take my word on it. If anyone gets annoyed about government spending, just fucking say you voted for that. You voted for that. And that's the end. That's the last thing I want to hear on it. Because why did you vote for them? You knew what was going to happen. They're going to continue to put the money into their fucking pockets, and you're never going to see it. Ever. It's a joke, like. So I take it you're a raging left. You don't know anything about Irish politics. Don't make a comment. Look, if you don't know anything about Irish politics, don't fucking make any kind of comment. Don't. Because you don't understand anything that you're talking about. Saying that you're a raging left makes absolutely no sense in Irish politics, because the political party that's in power is left. There is no right-winged Irish party. We are all left. We are all some level of left. You have absolutely no idea what you're actually talking about. There is no right-winged party. Is there? I guess you could say Aim 2 is like the closest thing that you're going to get to right. But that's it. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Duff. Like, Aim 2 is as close as you're going to get. But no one voted for them because no one in Ireland is brain dead like that. Like, Jesus. They make great bike sheds. Money well spent. Money well spent on a good bike shed. You know, you might not get, a hospital bed, but it's okay. You get a bike shed to put your bike outside because you can't afford a car anyway. What are you talking about? You need a bike shed. What? You think that they're going to fix the roads around the country and make it so it's easier to get anywhere? No. They're just going to make more bike sheds for you to put your bike. Because you don't need a car. Because you're not going to Dublin, you fucking Paddy. You fucking Culchie. Who do you think you are? You're not leaving the fucking back ass of nowhere. We don't want you. Unless you want to be a tenant and share a 2-bedroom apartment with 9 people. Did you see that girl there was on the news the other day? And she said that she said she's living in a 3-bedroom house with 9 people, and they're all paying $1,100 a month. That's actually crazy. That means that landlord is making €10,000 a month off these kids. Can you imagine that? Ferry's just smiling. He's like, I did that. I lived that life. As rent that expensive. Yeah, they just cram people on top of each other in Dublin. Like, literally, it's crazy. Like they'd have like, so there's three bedrooms. So they'd have nearly 3 beds or 2 beds inside one bedroom, and they charge you 1,000 per bed, and then you have to share that with the rest of the house. So if there's 3, that means there's 3 people per bedroom, or they're probably 2 people per bedroom, and they probably have girlfriends and boyfriends that live there too, maybe, or they might have people living in the sitting room as well. And that's like completely normal for trying to get accommodation in Dublin. It's like, even when I was first going to university in 2013, it was crazy to try and get an apartment in Dublin. Like, you couldn't. Like, you had to, like, people that I know didn't go to university because if they didn't get the campus accommodation, there was no way in God's good earth that they were going to be able to afford to live in, like, off-campus Dublin accommodation. Because even the campus accommodation was, like, I think it was, like, 7,000 a semester or something like that. There's 2 semesters, so that's 14,000 a year. I can't remember. I dropped out and I was on a full fucking grand, and I dropped out. No. It's actually Ferry. I got fucking restricted on TikTok for what was I restricted for? Wait, let me tell you. I was restricted for promoting a brand, product, or service. And I was also restricted for commercial disclosure and paid marketing. Isn't that nice? What did you promote? Nothing! I promoted nothing! How fucking shit is that? I'm refreshing it. Fuck them. But 800 for what? What was 800? Wait, what? Before COVID, my 3-bedroom 800 a month, then jumped to 1,500 right after that. I have a hot take on that. My hot take on jumping up of apartment prices is a landlord shouldn't be allowed to put up the price of an apartment unless they've done up the apartment or done something to improve the quality of life in said area. What do you think? Like, okay, you had no back garden. The back garden was just a muck mess. And then they make this garden into a beautiful garden, and they give, like, you know, a sunroom and stuff like that. Okay, you can put it up by 500 maybe, because you put an extra room onto the back of the house. So you're getting an extra space for the sun, and that justifies it completely. Or if they, like, you know, completely redo the kitchen. Like, they completely gut the kitchen if it was, like, made in the 80s or the 90s, and they have a whole new improved fucking stove and grill and a new refrigerator and the whole job, like, and you know what, everything that would make sense. I can get behind that. But no, you can't just up the price for absolutely nothing. There's this one house I was showing Ferry the last day. there's this one house that's close to where my mom lives, and the house is, I swear to God, this rotten, just manky house plugged in the center of a massive field. And it's a horrible house. This house was probably built in the 1950s in Ireland, and it was made with the most rotten wood. And it's just like this, it's this manky yellow because it's so old and it's never been painted or anything. And the inside of it just looks like it smells like damp. The house looks like it smells damp in the pictures. And do you know how much they're selling this shitty little house for? They're selling it for the bones of $1 million. The only reason they think they can sell it for $1 million is because of the road it's on. I was dying laughing when I first showed it to Ferry out, because I always look at places up for sale where I'm from just for the crack. I like to have a look around at a nosy, see who's selling their houses. But they're selling it for $1 million. I wish I could show it to you, because land, Big Dewey knows what's up. They're selling it for the land because they think that the land is worth $1 million, because that house is going to have to be completely demolished from the ground up. You're going to have to rebuild it because it's rotten. If you know what old Irish houses look like, it's not good. But I checked again recently. They brought the house down by 600,000. So it was the bones of like 900,000 euro, and now they dropped the price to 460,000 euro, which is still too much. It's still too much. I just feel like 400,000 for a house with the area on the road, sure, but you can't have the house. The house is going to be gone, like. His land is safe to build still. Yeah, the land it's good land. I know the next door neighbor. I know what the ground is like there. It's good ground. It's really good land. It's really good land. Really good soil and everything. But you're gonna have to completely knock it. It's not farm. It's not farmland. It's like big enough to fit like a mansion on top of. But if you want like a normal sized house, you get a good back garden in the back and a good front garden with the wall. It's nice. If I had like a spare 3 mil, I'd buy it. I'd buy the land. If I had a spare 3 mil, that'd be for me. Can you save the house? No, there's no saving this. There's literally no saving it. It's a shithole. It's a shithole of a house. If you're watching on TikTok, come and join us on Twitch. We just started talking about houses there. Are you live on YouTube or Twitch? I'm live on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. A fit check. We doing another fit check? Can't you just throw the dead roaches out? I'm pretty sure it's free to do that. Do you get cockroaches in Finland? I've never seen a cockroach in Ireland or Finland. Thank the Lord. Because I think I'd start crying if I actually saw a cockroach. Mwah. Thank you so much. I've heard legends. No, we don't have any in Ireland, thank God. It's so cold. I need my hot water bottle. Do TVs still come in boxes? Yeah, but the rent on them is through the roof. The rent on TVs? Well, you know, they do like they do. Do they charge TV bills in the States? Like, do you need a TV license? In Ireland, they try to charge you for the TV license. You have to have a license to have a TV. Oh, Chris, thank you so much. That's so nice of you. Thank you so much. Gerv Mila, thank you so much. That's so nice of you. Yeah, no, genuinely, they TV licenses. Do you not have that in the States? Do you have that in the UK? Yeah, TV license is like, what is it, like 50 to 100? Yeah, you do. How much does it cost in the UK? It's all the fault of the BBC for introducing TV license or whatever it is called. Yeah, it's so annoying. Like, why should I have to pay for you to stay in business, basically? 120 to 150 a year. 159! Oh, it's so horrible. And it's just disgusting. Like, how much of a cockroach do you have to be to go around to old people's houses and be like, oh, is that a TV I seen there? Did you pay your TV license? Get off my property, you cockroach of a person. And then they say they see it from the front window. I'm like, man, you saw nothing. Get out of here. It's so bad. Like, I remember one of my friends, like, they weren't paying for any, like, live broadcasting. They had nothing. They didn't have a satellite dish on their house or anything. And they just were using their TV for Netflix, Disney Plus, Twitch, Crunchyroll. Like, they just used their TV for streaming services and playing games. And then the TV inspector lad waddles up the drive and he's like, do you have a TV here? And she said, yes. And he said, well, are you paying your TV license? And she said, no, because I don't use any Sky or RTE. RTE is like the BBC. And he was just like, well, you still need a TV license. And she was like, no, I don't, because I'm not using the services that you want to charge me for. So I'm not paying for the services that you want to charge me for. They had a massive battle and she nearly called the guards on him because he was trying to get money out of her, even though it was like, completely illegal for him to try and do that, and saying that he was going to take her to court. I was absolutely shocked seeing that 21% of America literally are illiterate. I think it was. Oh, do you want to go even further? How many people in America do you think can't read over what does it say? A 6th grade level. What's 6th grade? Is that like age 10? Age 10. Okay, how many people in America do you think can't read above a 6th grade level? Realistically. Can or can't? Can't. They can't read above a 6th grade, 11-year-old level. $54. That's crazy. So if 21% are illiterate, then you put 50, then you got like another 30% who can't read above 11-year-old standard. And you know what? Honestly, it can only get worse if people keep not teaching their kids how to read. I don't think people drive home how much important it is to be able to read in 2024, because I don't really see people buying kids books anymore. Does anyone else see that trend? Like for Christmas, you don't really see people getting books for Christmas anymore. Does anyone see that as well, or is it just me? Because I used to always get a few books for Christmas, but I was always reading. read bedtime stories to all my kids, and by 6 or 7 they're reading way above their age. That's good. That's important. Are not really concerned with teaching kids to read anymore. I feel like a lot of parents nowadays aren't really like teaching their kids like basic skills, which is really bad. I always ask for a book instead of cards for my son's birthday. That's nice. Teachers don't want to teach anymore. They want to hand you your work and then tell you to figure it out. It's not the teacher's responsibility to make sure that your kid can read. It's your parents. Who do you think whose responsibility is to be able to make sure that you can read? Your parents or your teacher? Because that teacher is only going to have you for what, 7 months? And then you get a new teacher. It's the parents' responsibility. Like, a teacher is only there to, like, you know, teach, like, a whole room. And normally, what, there's 30 or 40 kids in a classroom? How is it the teacher's responsibility to make sure that one student doesn't fall behind? It's not. It's the parent. Like, if I was young and I couldn't do something, my teacher would send home a note for my parents to make sure that I learn how to do this one thing. Yeah, as you said, the principal being like, excuse me, but what are we doing? Like, assignments are for after class. While you're in class, you're supposed to be teaching. That is shocking. We never did that in school. Like, when I was in school, like, you'd get, like, you know, homework and after class work, but we didn't do any kind of writing in class. Unless it was like, you know, a teacher was teaching you maybe language stuff, and during language classes you'd have to, like, you know, write down, like, you know, questions and examples. Like, you know, if they asked you, you know, for example, someone said Japanese, like, if the teacher was like, you know, what's the kanji for cat, write it down and I'll see if you're right. So you'd write it down, and then she'd walk around the room and be like, yes, 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 no, 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 just to check and see if everyone can write it. But, or if they're doing grammar, like, how do you write this? Or how do you write that? But that's grim. I feel sorry for you, genuinely. School facilities can't take your property away from you. Only your parents can take your property. Wait, what? Where'd that come from? I can't do math either. My math's shite. They don't teach cursive writing anymore. Ah, sure, who fucking cares about cursive writing, though, in fairness? That was the most stupid thing. Does anyone else, like, agree with me? Like, what was the point in learning how to cursive write? It didn't look nice. Well, if you were good at it, fair enough. But, like, my cursive writing doesn't even look nice. It's fair enough if you like it, and if you want to learn how to do it yourself, fair. But why did we have literal books on teaching us how to cursive write? I guess just sign your name. I don't even sign my name with a cursive writing. My signature has nothing to do with cursive. My signature is really weird. Everyone always gives out about it. What does cursive mean? Cursive is like, oh my god, dude, thank you so much for the 20 memberships. Oh my god, thank you. Dude, you're such a legend. Oh my god. Thank you. Oh my god. Dude. What a legend. Thank you so much. Did not expect that. Thank you so much, dude. What is it Mercy? Depending on what part of Switzerland you're from. I have a doctor's signature. I pretty much have a doctor's signature as well. Man, it's not a big deal to say what's cursive. Cursive is just obsolete. Can we see your signature? Definitely not, because that's what I sign all my legal documents with, so no. It doesn't. Fair play if you did. That's a lot of walking. And please don't forget to drop a follow if you're new here. Are you ending TikTok? Nope. I'm going to still be live on TikTok because TikTok doesn't get an ad break. But I'm going to go make some tea. Because it's cold. It's like -4 right now. But yeah, if you have any questions, please just ask. If not, I have a good hot take for after the ad break. But you didn't answer my question. If there's anyone here going away for the holidays, or if you're going home to visit family, where are you traveling to? Tell me where you're from and where you're going. As in, I live in Finland and I'm going to Ireland. When am I doing confessions again? When we get the sub count first. We are 16 subs away from the baking stream. But we can talk about that after the ad break. Bye! Let's go and make... Oh shit, my phone's like on 6% battery. Can't afford to go anywhere. I bought my tickets literally in September. Well, like the first week of October. Wait, I need my cup. Not even joking. They cost that much for Christmas literally in September. Next year, if I do go home to Ireland, I'm going to have to like buy my tickets crazy far in advance. Like August, I'd say. There's no such thing as Northern and there's no such thing as Southern Ireland. There's the Republic of Ireland and there's the North of Ireland. It's important to remember that. Let's get to 20k likes TikTok. Let's go. I'm from the Republic. Yes. We in the restaurant. We're in the kitchen. What's that noise? The kettle. You're right beside it. Good morning, Canada. How you doing? God, look how clear this honey is. Isn't that crazy? Okaeri, tadaima. But oh my god, this is my hot take, because I think it's ridiculous, because I was talking to this woman who owns a Brazilian cafe in Helsinki, and I asked her, is she going home for Christmas? And she said, no way. She said she went home for Christmas 3 years ago, and for 4 tickets for her husband, and her 2 kids, and the hotel for 2 weeks, it cost her 10,000 euro to fly to Rio de Janeiro and stay for 2 weeks. She said the tickets alone cost 5,000 euro. to go home for Christmas. And she's not a rich lady. She's not a rich lady. Like, that was crazy. And she was asking me if I was going to Brazil for Christmas. And I was like, am I fuck? The prices cost like 2,000 for a ticket. No way am I going. That's crazy money. 2,000 euro for a ticket to Brazil. I'd like to go to Brazil. It'd be nice. But, like, I can't afford that. That's ridiculous money. Only Ferry's lucky that in his contract for work, they subsidize, like, most of the ticket price. So he can go home. But, yeah, my ticket cost 920 euro in September for Ireland. Ireland. Fucking Ireland. But here's my hot take. So if you're a national citizen from said country, there should be a cap on how much you should be allowed to charge those people to go home on holidays. What do you think? Like if you're an Irish citizen and you want to go home for the holiday, you should only have to pay most 500 euro. Because I actually think it would do a lot of good for the economy. Because, for example, my brother lives in Sydney, and if he wanted to come home, his ticket was, I think, 4,000 euro in October to try and go home. Like, we were already telling him that was ridiculous, and he should have been booking his ticket home like nearly in February to come home for December, and he knows it now for next year to book his ticket that far in advance. But I think the most you should have to pay if you're coming from like Australia is like 800, 900 to go home. Because all these prices that they're charging us for tickets, it's literally supply and demand anyway. So I don't think you should be able to put those on national citizens trying to go home for holidays, because it does more for the economy if you let them go home, because they're going to spend so much money in the country anyway. Yeah, but the ticket, the high demand price of tickets is only this imaginary number that the companies have made up. There's no justification for them. The ticket probably costs like at most 100 euro, and everything on top of that is just what they think you should pay for the demand. What do you think? That's why I think you shouldn't be allowed to charge that money just one time of the year. Airlines get caught in the rising cost of fuel and maintenance, not to mention the dropping passenger count because of prices. I believe the airlines do need to revamp their costs though. It's ridiculous. But I don't even think that there's a dropping passenger count. I feel like planes have never been as full as they are, because every time that I've gone on a plane this year, the whole plane has been packed. Like whenever I've gone to Ireland this year, the whole plane has been like, you know, there hasn't been a single seat empty. And the same that I could say when we went to Cologne in August. Like, why were people going to Cologne in August? Like, the whole plane was packed. It's wild, like. I think it's just greed. Just straight up fucking greed. Fewer flights packing more passengers into fewer flights. Nah, there's always flights to Ireland from Helsinki, which is so crazy. It's actually so crazy how there's always a flight from Ireland to the UK, and those flights are always packed as well. There's always a flight from like 5 days a week from Ireland to from Clare or Shannon to each London airport. It's crazy. Oh, it's just, I just think it's crazy. Do you know what else is crazy? Speaking of corporate greed, did you see that lad from United Healthcare? How many people shed a tear? So if anyone didn't hear, the CEO of one of the biggest healthcare insurance providers in the United States got assassinated on the street yesterday morning. So if there's anyone here that's ever had their insurance with United Healthcare, and the media are surprised that nobody cares. Like, United Healthcare is one of the worst healthcare providers in the States, and they regularly don't cash out people for their insurance policies. Like, people are dying of cancer and they deny their claim. People need insulin and they deny their claim. Like, why give out insurance policies if you're just going to deny people? And these insurance policies aren't cheap. Like, some people, if they're paying for like a family of 3, and if they want like a really high yielding insurance policy, they could be it. And even if like you don't have an insurance provider in Ireland, if you are in the ER, the emergency room, and your foot is completely mangled, they're going to do it for free. They're not going to send you home. And you're not going to pay for it. Crazy, I know. Crazy. Look at that. Don't all lose your head at once, Americans. Sorry, not here in the States. Yeah, and that's so fucking weird. That's why I could never move to the States. I could never. I literally could never. Because, like, you can just randomly have an accident. Like, random. Shit happens. That's, like, just how it is. Like, when Ferry fell and smashed his whole fucking face off. You could only mine something, you know, if it's there to mine. What are you going to do if it's not there? Exactly. If you don't have the minerals, you can't mine the fucking things. Do you have them? They'd be incredibly more expensive to mine in the States. Because, you know, y'all love to put up those prices. Just think, like, you know, if they're putting up the prices of Walmart, how much are they going to put up the prices of those fucking, to mine those minerals in the States? I don't think it's going to be worth it at the end. As an American, I'll confess that we aren't very... I can't wait for the moment America wakes up one day and thanks Trump for making everything more expensive for them. Yeah, it's not looking really good in the expense department, to be fair. Because, like, you've already picked a fight with China on tariffs. I don't know if you want to pick a fight with Brazil on tariffs next. Because I don't know where you get, like, a lot of your raw materials from. But Brazil is a big country for the export of raw materials. Such as coffee. Such as wood. What else is it a raw material exporter of? I know it's 1000% wood and coffee. So that's not going to be a good one. $300 for a milk. Not sure what is going on. I usually just get ignored. We're talking about politics. We gotta love the politics around here. But it's gonna be interesting to see how that goes. I'm on the side of bricks, though. I'm 1000 on the side of bricks. I think the dangerous disease that you can get from drinking unpasteurized milk And it's basically what happens when it does happen, and if you do get the disease, is your blood clots, or your blood gets like clotty, like your red blood cells get clotty, but your platelets, that platelets are what's, you know, if you get a cut and you see all that white liquid around the cut, that's your platelets trying to close the cut. So your platelets stops working, so you basically become like is it a hemophobic? Like you just bleed out. Like even a small cut can be life-threatening. So like while your body is full of like clots, you're basically shitting blood and dying. And that's real. I don't know what it's called, the disease, but you can get that from drinking unpasteurized milk. It's really, really bad. If anyone knows the name of that disease, that would be great. I can't remember what it's called. It's like, it's an abbreviation. It's like, it's 3 letters. It's what it's abbreviated to. Can you get salmonella from unpasteurized milk? Like, why would you drink that? Let me have a look and see what the name of the disease is called. Unpasteurized milk. You can get Salmonella, E. coli, Campylobacter, Staphylococcus aureus, Yersinia, Brucella, Coxiella, and Listeria. That is so gross. There's so many things you can get. Like, I don't know why you'd want to, like, I kind of think it's child endangerment if you fucking give that to your kids, because fuck that. That's crazy. That is so fucking crazy. Pasteurized milk. CDC, that's what it's called. It's a serious condition associated with consuming unpasteurized dairy, included Guillain-Barré syndrome, in which the body's immune system attacks the nerves, and hemolytic uremic syndrome, which affects the kidneys and the body's blood clotting functions. CDC, that's what it's called. Someone on YouTube just said, too much mass media. That's just crazy. Like, when you're talking about medical illnesses and diseases that you get from, you know, ingesting something that you shouldn't be, and then you bring it to too much mass media, it's just like, it just screams uneducated. It's such an uneducated response to something. It just makes me cringe, you know? You just go, oh man, what? Why did you say that? Like, information is free. Like, you're just putting yourself back, like, you know, 100 years in education level. Wrong about unpasteurized milk, and it's completely fine for you to drink it. And then you go off and you give, like, your 1-year-old kid unpasteurized milk, and they end up dying as a result of salmonella poisoning. But why is censorship wrong? Why do you think that censorship is wrong? Please, genuinely, I would love to have that conversation. Genuinely. I'll listen to everything you say. Censorship is there to protect you. because it limits creativity. What? We're not talking about creativity. We're not talking about fucking creativity. We're talking about saving people. Fucking hell. Oh my god. It's because nobody should be silenced. Have your say, but take responsibility for what you say. So, what you're saying is that you should be allowed to say what you want, but if your information is wrong, then you should have to suffer the consequences for it. So so you agree with me? I agree with that too. If you want to fuck around and find out, okay, that's fair enough. But I think people should receive, like, sentences for that and fines for it. Do you agree with that? Like, if you spread misinformation and it ends up hurting someone else, do you think that that's fair enough? Yes, no, maybe. And if you're new here, please don't forget to drop a follow. Would greatly appreciate it. And what if info turns out to be wrong in the future? But in the two cases that I gave, it's not going to turn out wrong. Like if a massive company comes out and says that unpasteurized milk isn't dangerous, and as a result of this information, a mother gives their 1-year-old child unpasteurized milk as a result of this information, and their child gets salmonella poisoning and dies, there's your proof that misinformation led to the death of a child as a result of what they drank, because what their mother gave them, because of the information that she received. The company should get in trouble. Exactly. Because they spread misinformation. But that's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. Lawsuit won't bring the baby back. They should not be allowed to say it. Exactly. That's what I think, that they shouldn't be allowed to say it. Maybe that's why I think censorship in that situation there should be censorship in that situation. Like people, like companies and massive people with massive platforms shouldn't be allowed to just say whatever they want, and they should be held accountable for it if they don't back up what they're saying with facts. First Amendment rights. What? What's the First Amendment? What's the first? I don't even know what the First Amendment is. Who holds them accountable? The law. Is Dublin the better spot for a traveller? No, don't go to Dublin. Go anywhere else. Is freedom of expression. Wait. A company is considered a person? Yeah, go to Galway. Galway's better. Like, to give them the rights to the First Amendment is kind of crazy, like the freedom of speech. That shouldn't be allowed. Oh my god, that's crazy. How is a company the right to the First Amendment? The First Amendment censorship and private companies. The First Amendment only protects your speech from government censorship. Where is it? This is wild. I could read about that all fucking day. That is crazy. That was massive. That was a massive page full of that shit. Yeah, I think there should be laws specifically held for corporations, and they shouldn't be put to the same standard as people. Like, that should be like, you know, like just clean cut. Yeah, but a person should be different than a company. I don't think that a company and a person should be held under the same law. That's why there's business law. You know what I mean? Why is Ireland a tax haven? It's because our corporate tax is really low. There. That's as far as I know on that. I don't know anything. I couldn't tell you anything really on the Irish corporate tax. I think it's the lowest in Europe. Or it was the lowest in Europe. It's not the lowest in Europe anymore, I don't think. That was years ago. It's basically so that the people making the decision for the company can be held accountable. Oh, okay. Because what you're saying is that if a company has a different law to it than the people, then the people can't be held accountable for the company. That kind of makes sense now. But I still don't believe it has the freedom of speech. But if it does have the freedom of speech, then it can be held accountable for the things that's said by the company. Fuck. That's crazy. Look at us. We're learning things. We're learning things today. This is crazy. Rango, didn't you have a hot take that you wanted to say? And then there was someone else that had a hot take after you? Well, let's go with Rango's hot take first. Go. Hot take. Obese people shouldn't receive free healthcare in America because of how much of a financial strain they would cause. What do you think? Yes, no, maybe? If you're watching on TikTok or YouTube, come and join us on Twitch. Do you think that obese people in America should not have free healthcare because of how much of a financial strain they cause? It is a him poster. I have 2 him posters. What do you think? Should they receive free healthcare if you're obese? In Ireland, you're discriminated against. Just so you know, Phoenix. You are discriminated against your weight. Never been to the Cliffs of Moher. I live like 30 minutes from there. Oh, you know, okay, fair. We actually talked about this in insurance. We used to do morality debates about this stuff. Healthcare is a human right. In America, it's really fucking not, is it though? It's not really a human right. You gotta pay for it. And what they're saying is, I think what Rango is trying to say, that as there is a large majority of obesity in the States, that the people shouldn't have to pay higher premiums as a result of the medical problems that obese people will have to face and the insurance company will have to take on, because it will put up everyone's premium if there's a lot of people who are receiving payouts. Is that what you're trying to say? health insurance. Should be allowed health insurance. I don't. And I will stand on that hill. But we'll be back after this ad. Please stick around until after the ad break. Just have a little ad break. I won't talk about the topic until the ad break is over. But if you have any questions and you're watching on TikTok, please come and join us on Twitch. I take ad breaks, so it makes it easier for people to be able to, hang out and see what we're talking about and stuff like that. And it makes sure that you don't get, I'll just write that in the chat so people can see. But does anyone else have any more hot takes? Anyone? We'll take all your hot takes. Oh Jesus, this is crazy. Now this is a crazy one. If you're watching on TikTok or YouTube, come and join us on Twitch. So I'll take berries first and then I'll look at yours, Hammock. But hearing something like that. Here in Finland, a 12-year-old did a school shooting and killed 2. Within the laws, you cannot trial him as an adult because he was under 15. That's wild. The penalty and life sentence is illegal, but you can get off 15 to 18 years if you kill 3 people. The one thing, it's just crazy, because if you look at that guy in the UK that was driving with his knees, and he completely paralyzed a woman from the neck down and completely destroyed her life, and he gets 2 years in prison, and he's allowed to have his driving license back. He just has to take a longer test. And that happened when I go to the States. There's so many things I want to try. There's so many things I want to try in the States. Like, I want to go to IHOP. I want to go to Wendy's. I want to have one of those Wendy's chocolate frost thingies. I want to go to McDonald's in the States. I want to do so many things. Do you want to go to Hooters? No, I don't really care about Hooters too much. I just want to try American things. I want to try pecan pie. I want to try American pumpkin pie. I want to try so many things. We don't have Wendy's, no. In Finland, you're lucky we have a KFC, man. There's so many things I want to try in the States. Never been, so it would be cool. And I would just take videos of everything I want to try. I want to go to an American, fucking Walmart and just buy loads of things that I see people passing or eating on, streams and in, fucking videos. And I just want to buy them all. You have no idea how wild it is. In Finland, no. And in Ireland. We do have the poll. We do have the thingy here. Where is it? This is we have the Vegas. We've raised 1,800 of 1,000 for Vegas, but yeah. Don't think I'm going to Vegas. Don't think I'm going to Vegas. Yeah, we don't. There's not really a lot in Finland. In fairness, Finland is just like Ireland. It's just snowier. Is it still snowing? No. It's crazy cold outside though. The heart attack grill. I don't see myself going to Vegas. In fairness, I have literally no fucking money right now. I literally said me and my mom are not doing Christmas presents because we can't afford Christmas presents. Not as a hot take, the Pokemon Company should be taken to court to promoting horrendous product quality in comparison to income. It's borderline scamming children and should be unacceptable. That's actually a good point. That's actually a really good point. Does anyone else like agree with that? Because like they're charging €70 or $70 or whatever for the cost of a Pokemon game. But the quality of the game is so bad. So do you think that's fair? What do you think about that? Nintendo's been taken to court multiple times for lots of things. Keep winning due to international law. Did nothing wrong and Nintendo should lose in court. Did you see that Pal World has like a new expansion? Or it has a new expansion coming out? That'll be cool. You should come to Canada. It's cool but nice. I don't have money. As I said, me and my mum aren't even doing Christmas presents this year because we can't afford it. Like, when I get paid on the 15th, isn't it so pretty? Isn't it so gorgeous? I nearly died when I saw it. Clara is no babushka. It's so pretty. It only costs like a $5. Oh my god, I nearly died when I saw it because I've wanted one of these for so long because I love the roses on them. The roses are so beautiful. I absolutely love Russian patterns. They're just fucking gorgeous. Oh, it's so pretty. Fit check. It's such a pretty scarf. I absolutely love it. So here's the question. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to keep chatting shit? I love yellow. Yellow is one of my favorite colors because it brings out my paleness. I don't know why. I really like it. I had this really nice yellow puffer jacket when I was younger and oh, I lived for it. It was so pretty. But here's the question. Do you want to keep chatting or do you want to play a game? What you guys want to do? The Christmas market in Helsinki is okay. It's not like it is in Galway or the ones in London or Manchester. Like those are on some crazy